All right, now you will recognize Deborah Goodrich Royce from ABC's All My Children, where she played Silver Kane, the sister of legendary character Erica Kane. But nowadays, she is known as the queen of plot twists because of her thrilling page-turner novels. And today, she is joining us to talk about her latest book, Reef Road. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you so much for being here. So, you got to tell me all about this new novel.
So, Reef Road was really conceived in my mind, inspired as negatively inspired by the murder of my own mother's best friend, which happened in Pittsburgh in 1948 when my mom and her friend were 12 years old. And it is something that colored the rest of my mother's life. She's still alive and has had an effect on me as well. It's an unsolved crime. And I think those sorts of things really get into the consciousness of people who exist around the event. So in March of 2020, when the pandemic shut us down wherever we were, I happened to be in Florida, and I happened to just sit myself down at a desk and begin the process of researching the real crime. I was surprised to find that there was so much material on the internet. And going along, I decided I had to fictionalize it, not write it as true crime. So I came up with Reef Road, which is a dual narrative story of a writer researching the murder of her mother's best friend and a younger woman married to a very handsome fellow from Argentina who, in the COVID lockdown, about 3 weeks into the world shutting down, he is last seen in his face mask getting on a plane at Miami International Airport bound for Buenos Aires, his home country, with the two little children, and she, that younger woman, his wife, cannot follow. So the pandemic kind of shuts everybody in on this island of Palm Beach, and you start to unravel what the writer has to do with the wife.
Now, I have to first say I'm so sorry to hear about your mother's best friend, but that kind of takes me to my next question. Why did you decide to write this story as a work of fiction rather than a memoir or just putting it under the nonfiction category?
That's a great question. So I think fiction can often get to the essence of truth without the encumbrance of extraneous facts. For example, the real girl who was murdered had two brothers. Suspicion fell on one of the brothers. As I started to look at this, in fiction, I could eliminate the extraneous brother. He was just confusing. You can't do that in nonfiction. You can't just take out things that are true but might not actually be pertinent to the story. I was exploring the essence of generational trauma and tangential trauma, and it was easier to get to without trying to be as religious about the details.
Yeah, and I don't know your demographic, but I have to assume that you are reaching a lot of female readers because women just love murder mysteries, crime stories. I'm a crime buff myself. Why do you think that women are just have this strong interest in true crime cases?
I've thought a lot about that. I think we hope by studying these examples, we can avoid it ourselves. It's one thing to look at a far-off war and feel compassion for the people, but we really don't have any sense that it will ever happen to us. With crime, this kind of domestic crime, street crime, household crime, whatever kind of crime, we feel so vulnerable as women, and we are vulnerable. And I think by looking at these other cases, there's a weird sense that we're keeping that demon at bay.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, thank you so much, Deborah, for being here. We really, really appreciate your time. Everyone go out and get Reef Road today.